Well, hello, my one viewer. Let me know how the volume is. I have a lot of ambient sound in my house today. My husband's gaming over there. My mother-in-law is watching the Great British Bake Off show or something of that nature. But anyhow, hi, my three viewers now. Give me a heart to let me know I'm not alone. I know a lot of people don't chat, or if you can't leave a heart, that's okay, because some people you're watching from other platforms. Hey, Jennifer. Um, I am having one of those days. Hey, Linda, beautiful steps. So I was just watching YouTube and I'm like, I should just go live. I'm home. I wasn't supposed to be home today. I was supposed to be at the office, but our car was iced over. So like maybe we should just take the holiday off. So we just took the holiday off. Like we were gonna work and use this holiday day for a different holiday day. So here we are on MLK Day, Martha Luther King Day, and most people are just staying at home. Hey, Birkin boy, the weather is frightful out there. Frightful. Yeah, my car was iced over. I'm sure it's thawed out now, but we figured if the car was iced over, maybe we shouldn't drive 30, miles north. So, but my house is so hot right now because with my mother-in-law's circulation, we keep the house really warm, warmer than we like it, cooler than she likes it. So nobody's really happy, but we're all kind of just making do, you know. Hey, Luxational. Um, Yay! So I made a cup of tea and I had a pot of tea in a nice little cute teacup. And then I said, you know what? I'm gonna go live. I need a bigger cup of tea. So this is my Starbucks Texas mug, Yellow Roses of Texas. And it's actually a whiskey tea. So it's a whiskey bourbon flavored tea, but there's no actual alcohol in it. I like the flavor of alcohol. I don't necessarily want the effects of alcohol. So it's just flavored whiskey. Bourbon with the tea, and then you steep the tea, a little milk, a little bit of Splenda, perfection. Of course, James didn't want any. I'm like, whatever. He's drinking a Dr. Pepper, like whatever. So I'm starting the process of filming my collection, my entire collection. It is anxiety inducing. So I've already filmed 2 segments, so it could take me a while, so don't expect this anytime soon. So as I'm going through each part of my home, I am just pulling I thought, "Well, I have to have it in organization." I'm like, "You know, Jackie, if I leave this in organization, I will never film this." So what I'm doing is, "Hey, Chats with Chris." I am going through each area of my home, and I'm just going to pull out things as they're in the storage containers they're in, or the shelves are located, and just film segments. And then at the end of this, I'm going to just put them all together in editing. It will be very long, but the anxiety of the first 2 10-minute videos was like, "Oh, that's where that is. Oh, that's where that is. I should really get rid of that. Why did I leave that there? I should use that more." The anxiety. It's like, I felt bad, like, I should take this out and use this, and I'm like, "Where am I gonna put this? I have nowhere to put this, that's why it's in the bin." It was very stressful. I was watching Rakita's entire bag collection. Let me know how the sound is. James is talking in the other room. If this mic is picking it up or not, I apologize. There's lots of stuff happening, but I figured if you wait for the perfect time, nothing happens. I'll just be sitting here waiting. Same with my collection video. If I wait for the perfect organization or everything to be out in one place or everything to be together in a category, you'll never see it. So I figured I'm just going to do it. I'm going to start it, and then we're just going to do little by little. Thank you, Birkin Boy. Um, so I was watching Orchida's collection video of her entire bag collection, and I'm like, "Yeah, no." I mean, I love her collection. That's not the thing. That's not the yeah, no. That's the I think her whole video was 30 minutes, and I'm like, I already have 20 minutes of filming in 2 containers, and this is me going as fast as I can. One container had 9 bags. The other container, I didn't even count how many bags were in there. And, yeah, this is gonna take a minute. And I'm not separating them up for, like, contemporary, non-contemporary, vintage, luxury. They're just all my bags. They're just all my bags, guys, and I love all my bags. And I watched Dawn Loves Couture's luxury bag collection. She had a video, pretty fascinating. I didn't realize, how many luxury bags she had because, Beautiful Steps, me and Lux were talking vintage bags. I may or may not made an offer on one today, waiting to see. Rakita's video was, an hour? Was it 1 hour long? I thought it was 30 minutes. It felt like 30 minutes. It was a fun video. Yeah, mine's gonna be an hour long, guys. It's gonna be an hour long. Maybe I skipped some or watched it on fast forward. I don't remember. Oh, you know what I think I did? I might have fallen asleep. That's happened to me more than once, guys. Especially when James is driving, I'll put on a video and then I'll fall asleep. I'm like, "Oh, that was quick." 'Cause I fell asleep listening to, YouTube. Um, but yeah, no. Mine's gonna be long. I love Rakita's collection. Of course, her entire collection, I mean, a fraction of her collection would be like my whole collection by cost, but we're not looking at cost. We're just looking at, our collections, right? And honestly, I wouldn't even know how much my collection cost. Um, yeah, an hour. Yeah, then it was definitely me falling asleep in 30 minutes because I another video I need to go rewatch because 'cause I'm like, "Yeah, that was short." They're like, No, Jackie, you fell asleep." So yeah, that happens to me. Hmm. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I'm reading a couple books, I'm watching some videos, I'm trying to rewatch some lives that came on Saturday that I was half listening to. So much drama happened on Saturday. I had friends texting me. I was at a friend's house. My sister was calling me. It's like, what is happening on Saturday? All this stuff has happened on Saturday. And then Sunday, we went to San Antonio to visit my sister and my one of my best friends. We haven't seen each other since last May. That is how long it's been. She only lives 2 hours from me, but her life got busy, our life got busy, it just happened. Actually, I might have seen her since May, but it was a flyby, like, I drove down there to say hi, and I gave her a cup of coffee, and then because my mom was in town. I did see her in the summertime after May, but last time we got together was May. Um all the vintage bags. Gorgeous. Yeah. I may or may not okay, this Van Island is hard, guys. There's a bag today that Burger Boy sent me. It's not the cost. I would have bought it. I would have bought it. It's a $30 bag plus shipping. I love it. The color is everything's beautiful. I can't buy it. Mhm. 'Cause I can't buy bags. I can buy other things. I can't buy bags. So what did I buy today? Because yes, I did buy something. Oh, no. It's like I bought s okay, so I gave Winnie Big LV, my what's the name of it? Classique by Jean Paul Gaultier. Well, I really wanted the Lamal, and I've been dragging my feet for like a year to buy it. Finally, I figured, you know what? This is the last one I'm gonna buy. Because I have bought too many perfumes. Like I need to actually now use them up. Like already have a lot. And then I went and ordered Lamal off Macy's because they had a sale. It was a Christmas holiday, so I went and bought it. It's still expensive, but it's still like this stuff lasts forever. Like honestly, it lasts forever the way I use it. Cause I mean, I've been using this one for a couple months solid now, and it's still pretty full, guys. And let's see, this one is like the line is up to where my finger is right here. This is Perry Cardin. This is a really classic men's fragrance. I wear both. I wear men's and women's. I don't think a perfumery should have genders. I don't think it should be called perfume or cologne. I think it should be just called fragrances. I know that the naming convention is based on concentration, but um, it's very frustrating when you have to sort everything out by gender when honestly it's just perfumery. Um, Linda P. Hey guys, just learned floor proof tip. Foolproof tip. If it Okay, so that's for if it's real leather or not real leather. That's pressing it down to see if it wrinkles and acts like skin. Good tip, by the way. I do feel that the Vivian Westwood bag I bought might be a fake. Not because I know, but because of I went back to look at the vendor and they had changed their profile name, but I found them again. I know it's them. They use the same imaging, same things on their list. I'm like, dang it. Do I confirm this or do I just live in ignorance? I don't know. It's not like I'm gonna ever sell that bag. So I just want to be a part of that industry if I did buy something that was not, legitimate because that's copyright infringement. It's like I'm I have moral and ethical issues, so I might be doing it next month. We'll see. I might just and if it is, I'll have to destroy it and throw it away, and that's painful, you know. Boy says, "I've got 9 inches of snow, and it's" oh, See, the snowing is fine. The sleeting, not so cool. Now, okay, I look really pale. Let's put some lipstick on. Um, I was fine before I looked at myself in the screen, right? You're like, wait a minute, Jackie, why do you look like, you know, I look fine. I look fine. There's nothing wrong with the way I look. You know, I'm just gonna put on some lipstick so I can, okay, maybe not this color. Let's see. Oh, well, I'm not sure this is an improvement, but we'll go with it. This is some weird coral color that looks almost neon. Oh, I think I didn't change my lighting setting. Let me change my lighting setting once. And that didn't help. Mm. Okay, I think this lipstick should just be go into the trash. It feels great. It feels great. It just looks okay. We'll live with it. We'll live with it and see how I feel. Very peachy. Um. Hey Ace, just listening. Love your hammocks. Thank you for listening. I know not everybody can type. I know most people, at least if you're in the United States, you have the day off, like I do. Um, Tanner usually presses the back of the leather to see if it gets back to original condition. Oh, that's good. Um, yeah. So okay. So anyway, before I get distracted again, like I do, um, I'm having a lot of anxiety. Hey, Melissa's Corner. I just pulled out one of your bags to use. One of the bags we traded for. I have it over there in the corner. I used a new strap on it. It's one of the Doonies. You know the Dooney and Burke one with the duck, with the tortoiseshell duck? I'm using that one tomorrow. I was supposed to use it today, but we never made it to the office. So yeah, life, we go, we go. That was what I was listening to. I was listening to Super Jacob, and Super Jacob was talking about, well, January is like the doldrums of YouTube. It's kind of like the festivities have passed. We've had Halloween, we've had Thanksgiving, we have Christmas, we've had New Year's, and then here we go. Um, and then we have January, the doldrums, and the weather is now turning to cold. And yeah, so very cold. This is when winter really hits, guys. Winter, like for us, at least in Texas, before December, it's like, yeah, it's fun and games. But after right now, between up until normally it hits around February, really cold in February for us, and then all of a sudden in Texas it will just turn around, and next thing you know, you'll have wildflowers in March, middle of March. But January, February are like the coldest parts of the year. Um, I didn't realize Texas gets that cold. Um, Normally not so much where I'm at. I'm in Central Texas, think Austin area. I'm not in Austin, but I work in Austin. The Panhandle in North Texas gets very cold. We do freeze, and you have to understand Texas has coast, it has desert. Okay, so the desert gets cold. Southern South Texas stays pretty warm, but I'm in the middle, and everything above Texas and up gets pretty dang cold, especially the Dallas area and the Panhandle. The Panhandle downright gets very cold. Texas is a really large state, guys. Um, it's 17 degrees here, but it feels like 7. Suppose will feel like -8 tonight. See, the feeling of cold doesn't bother me. It's the windshield that bothers me. How fast or how cold the wind is blowing can make it miserable. If it's just freezing and there's snow, it's beautiful. It's great. I love it. But I grew up in Michigan off the lake, Lake St. Clair specifically. And when I mean off the lake, I mean off the lake. There was a lake, and there was like some right away area, just for a berm. And then there was our house. Like we were the first house and there was a lake. You can't technically see the lake from our house because of the way the topography of the land. But what it means is everything would come off the lake and then blow straight down into our house. So cold, bitter cold. I don't enjoy that. We had to walk to the bus stop in bitter cold buses. I mean, it was fond, wonderful memories I never want to repeat. So I do know that not every place in the world is that cold. Um, but because my experience cold was that cold, I don't really enjoy the cold weather. Um, Maybe in and out here. Let's see. 8 degrees. Sorry, everyone making dinner and watching. Oh, no problem. I'm just here chatting away because I was home and I figured other people would be home. And It's a cold day. It's not like anybody's going out, you know, I mean, well, if you I mean, you shouldn't, not in this weather. I mean, we don't even have guys, we live where I live, we don't even have snow tires. We have all weather tires. We don't have snow icing equipment. We don't have plowing equipment. So if we actually do have a snow, that's why everything locks down. Now, north of us, there are some, but again, Texas is big. The amount of work your cities have to put through into clearing roads in places that snow regularly, it's a lot. It's a lot of equipment, it's a lot of man-hours, it's a lot and we just don't have it here because we don't have these problems normally to have that much equipment. I mean, I'm sure we do have snow equipment, but not in this part of the state. And we have, mobilization centers all over the place. Rael says, "I just got home from thrifting at TJ Maxx." I love TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross. I think in the lineup, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and then Ross. Exactly how that listed. I really enjoy going to TJ Maxx. Dawn says, "I work from home and listening as I work." Yay! We're not working from home, but you know, I'm just waiting for my Amazon. Oh, Millie, what did you buy from? Oh, sorry, not Millie, Melissa. Is Millie okay, or does everyone call you Melissa's Corner? I don't know. Waiting for Amazon. You're intrepid rail. Yeah, you went out. That's pretty amazing. You're used to this weather and everything shuts down. Yeah, yeah. Everything shuts down here. Um, well, yeah, because if there's not a windshield factor, it's just cold. 32 degrees is not that bad if it's just still air and it's just cold and dry. But if it's cold, dry, and if it's cold and wet, like the sleet, that I hate sleet with a passion. The thing I don't like about cold weather is when I lived in Michigan, it was the before the leading up to full winter and the breakdown of winter. So leading up to full winter is ice, sleet, hail, all that wonderful, awful frozen ice. And then when the snow finally hits, it's a relief. You're like, oh yes, no more slushy, dirty, icy stuff, right? And then there's snow, but sometimes you get freezing rain on top of snow, and then it gets a crust, and then there's driving. I'm just not a fan, not a fan. I'd rather have air conditioning than a heater. Um, it's 34, windy and snowy here right now. Yeah, Dawn, no, no, no bueno, no bueno. No. Beautiful stuff. It's freezing temperatures, but dry and no snow. See, it's dry here except for the overnight precipitation, normal precipitation that happens and our car froze over. And we probably could have driven to work, but I said, James, it's your call. If you want to go, we go. If we don't, we go. We don't have to go. It was just, if we could have worked from home, we would have, but we can't. And then the next 3 days at work, I'm doing training, which means I will not be online, guys. I will try not to be online because I'll be in-person training at the office. And why this is in-person training, I have no idea. There's every capability for this to be remote learning, but all the systems are set up. But I think it's just the trainer's preference, to be honest, not the ability. Um, but anyway, at least in Michigan, people know how to drive in snow, not here. Don, where are you from? Or where are you located? Were you? I can't remember. Um, we're getting an inch of snow in Richmond. My sister used to live in Richmond. Um, hey, work just wanted to Virginia's beautiful, by the way. As a state, I would love to live there. Um, Michigan, but we live in Virginia now. Okay, yeah. And I lived south, guys, South Michigan. It wasn't even North Michigan. Michigan is its own. It's like, whoa. Yeah. Um, oh, dead animals on the road. That's so sad. Um, um, Oh, Frozen Luxury. Sorry. Hey, at work, just wanted to jump in and say hello. Hello. Thank you for always liking my Instagram posts. I always enjoy seeing your name shot pop up. I'm like, yay, Saya. Which, by the way, I didn't know that was you. I had to ask Winnie. I was like, Winnie, how come every time I'm on a live, you guys are talking about Saya and I never see who Saya is? Oh no, that's Frozen Luxury. Oh, I know Frozen Luxury. So it's so funny. I'm like, that's why I try to use people's handles because we all do this. We all like, oh, because Beautiful Steps is Linda. And I was like, hey, Linda. But there's actually 3 Lindas normally in my lives. Um, so anyhow, but yeah, no, so I've been watching a bunch of videos lately, And is it just me, or is January the month of not just the 2024 resolutions, but 2024 what bags to buy, what bags not to buy, what's new trending? Is this worth it? Is this not worth it? Is luxury dead? Should you buy luxury? What do you think about this brand? What do you think about that brand? Guys, how many of y'all watch these videos? Because I'm like, I don't I want to support my friends, you know? So I'll try to click on there and I'll hit like, you know. I hate that don't tell me what to yeah, don't tell me what to buy. It's not even tell me what to buy. It's like I'm not even sure they objectively dislike what they're talking about. I'm not even sure they're giving me their opinion. I think they're just doing a topic, right? They're just doing a topic. Is this worth it without actually telling you what they think? I can't keep a resolution. I can't keep a resolution worth anything. Don's Donuts. I watch some of them, but mostly because they're mostly what's yeah. It's like January is the month of what's trending. Like how? What crystal ball is everybody else looking at to know what's going to be trending for 2024 when it's January? I mean, you can tell by what fashion shows came out last year that's gonna show what they're releasing this year, but that's only and then when you listen to the trends, it's like every trend ever known. I'm like, it's only trendy if you make it trendy, you know? In other words, you're out buying it because you see other people buying it, not because you really want it, and then a year later you sell it because you didn't really want it to begin with. Melissa says, "I buy what I want and like." Exactly, Melissa. I saw your video too of, was it all your handbags? I can't remember, but I fell as my memory is not too good. I've been falling asleep through a lot of videos lately because 'cause I've been trying to cram too many in because 'cause I've been behind and trying to make up for lost time, which I need to stop doing because I just have to let go. Um, Smack my head, I'm looking at bog bags. Ooh, bog bags. Well, this is the time to buy them right now. I mean, those were a big hit last year. I'm sure they'll be popping up on the pre-loved market for people who said, "Why did I buy this giant tote I don't use?" You know? Trends in 2024 are based on trends that end in 2023. Exactly. And not only the trends that end in 2023, it's what the designers have already put out that they're going to maybe produce and not oh, a bog bag is a it's plastic, but it's not it's a thick plastic, kind of lightweight, has holes through it and handles, and it has a B on the handle the show that's a bog bag. They were very popular actually with nursing staff because they're lightweight, hold everything, and they're semi see-through because of the holes. So nursing staff would take clothes and stuff with them to their office or to their locations. And that's kind of how they got super popular. And then they got super popular as beach bags and swim bags because they're completely man-made material and they're lightweight and they're large. And then a bunch of people made knockoffs. Like originally they're like $50, and then I think they made $15, $16 knockoffs, like everything that's popular. So they became a thing. With a bog bag. Yeah, it's like a Crocs. Yeah, it's like Crocs tote. Yeah, it's like that same type of material that Crocs are made of, just with holes, like perforated holes, so it looks like Swiss cheese, but in a uniform pattern. Um, like a D&B lunch bag. Not really like a lunch bag. I don't want people it's like a 50 it's a really large tote, lightweight, easy to clean. I think that's why they were popular with nursing staff originally is because you can sanitize the whole thing. You know, you can literally chuck it and hose it at your house, you know. If you work in a hospital, many people who work in hospitals everything that they take to the hospital does not come back into their house. They, like, strip down and they those things stay out because, hospitals, you know? Mm, okay, well, Crocs has a tote like that. Yes, yes, I mean, no, they're all the same. I mean, basically, they came out with it and then everybody made one, but they all look the same. They all look like that. They have that style. Um, Beautiful Sets, I'm late to the video too. My head's not helping, and today went to the doc again, more medication. Well, hopefully, Beautiful Steps, it will help you. But it's just like, I mean, the way medicine works is they're gonna try all the easy things first, and then hopefully they'll get to the right combination. But man, it's very stressful. It's been months for you. I feel, believe me, you have all the sympathy in the world. Having head pain and trying to work through that consistently is not easy. Aw, hope you feel better soon, Beautiful Steps. I don't want people to see the crap in my bags as Dawn donuts. Well, a lot of the stadium bags now have to be all clear. I was actually looking at Stod bags. They have stadium bags, which are clear PVC with a leather trim handle and crossbody strap, and then inside in a pocket that's opaque, and it'll have like your team sport on there, but the rest of the bag is actually clear because of stadium issues. A lot of these new plastic bags are coming through because of safety. It just honestly, I just don't want to go to a game if I have to have a stadium bag. No, thank you. Burger Boy, I'm sorry, beautiful steps. I'm having surgery in April. They're having me. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Ouch. Luxational. Oh no, beautiful. I totally understand. My Botox is worn off, and with my cold weather, yeah, migraines. Yep. Dust. Oh no, Burger Boy, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like summertime or wintertime, cold weather. It's like people are inside. There's lots of stale air, and then people are getting sick, and then you're already. I'm already immune compromised because of my illnesses. Um, yeah, luxational. Boy has some serious. We've talked a lot about it. Yeah. Mm. Best wishes to all. Speedy recovery once you get surgery. That's the hope, right? Is that the surgery will help alleviate pain. Even with all the pain that comes before, during, and after, we're hoping that the after it alleviates. If your Botox injection in your head, or do you get to have the injected in wrinkles? I think luxational does it for her migraines, so it's not a cosmetic procedure. It's a medical. I don't know if there's a difference, like you know. But yeah, so then I was watching something else. And it was funny because I was talking about this in my church group on Sunday because we're talking about a passage about social, um, what's the word? Social. I don't want to say the wrong word. Pressure to socially be accepted, essentially, is what we were talking about. Um, and it was interesting because I told him about YouTube, like how it's like to be on YouTube, and like, I think a lot of people would like to be on YouTube or want to start YouTube or think about starting YouTube, but the pressure is pretty hard because there's a lot of people who are negative comments, whether or even just commentary, however it's taken, good or bad, it's still commentary and feedback, right? So I watch, hey everybody, I love her. I love her. She has like 10,000 subscribers, and she's been getting a lot of commenting about how people don't like the way she does her videos. And normally you say to them like, oh, just don't let it bother you, but sometimes it does bother you, right? And she was saying that it shouldn't bother me, but I mean, she has 10,000 subscribers. People like watching her. I started watching her when she had 5,000 subscribers, and that's only been several months now, like in the last year, because I haven't even been on YouTube for a full year yet. She's gone up to 10,000 subscribers. She has a following of people who like her content. And here she is worried about the few people who say, "I don't like the way you do this." You know, and so somebody at church asked me, "Well, how do you do this? How do you go on social media and how do you talk about these things?" And I said, "Well, because one, you can listen to people be upset, you know, but you don't have to change what you're doing because ultimately you have to present who you are, right? You have to be true to yourself. If you're constantly changing your tone to please someone in the audience, you're going to lose focus of your perspective, and then your audience is going to wane. They're going to be like, what the heck is she talking about? Today she doesn't like this, yesterday she loved that, you know. um let's see, let me see if I can while I'm thinking about it, Luxational, I can't find. Luxational doesn't actually have a YouTube channel, Birkin Boy. um YouTube's Our Brave Souls. Birkin Boy, I don't have a channel, but I'll let you know when I do. Dawn says, I'm sorry, who are you talking about, Jackie? Oh, hey, everybody. HEYYY, three Y's, everybody. She's a Temu hauler, but she's hilarious. I love her. I love watching her. She spends so much money on Temu. Um, I just love watching her. It's her creative outlet. Like, this is my creative outlet. Um, Rael says, "I get some strange comments that usually happen overnight while I'm sleeping." Yeah, and the thing is, like, so it's not just the strange comments, but how do you keep going forward? You know, because not everybody is thick-skinned. Like, I've told many people, and I've told this to I was telling my church group this too, like, "Look, words are important. Words can hurt you. Words can hurt a lot of people." So I try to be very, very, very careful with the words I use, and I try not to say something in offhanded or cavalierly because that can hurt somebody. And I try not to do that. I don't My intention is never to hurt anybody, but sometimes perception is everything, right? So sometimes their perception is, why would she say that? And this is one of the things I talk about with YouTube because I've been thinking about this a long time. So I'm just going to let y'all know how I feel, just because I'll hopefully get over, having to talk about this. But I watch a lot of YouTube and people say, please like and subscribe, which is a YouTube, it should be like the motto for YouTube. And then they say, I like to grow my channel. And I always wonder, and then I get all these emails telling me, I can help you grow your channel. I can help you with your SQL or SEQ or SQ, whatever the search language, to optimize your search on Google, and I can help you should get much more views than you do. And then I'm like, "But," and I respond, I honestly do respond. I respond and I say, "No, thank yous is a hobby." Yeah, I try to be very aware of my words. Um, Brick Boy says, "I had another person send me a bunch of DMs on Instagram yesterday telling me, to work with them and lose weight and push their products." I said, "Go to hell." Yeah, and then, but unsolicited, advice, unsolicited, solicitations essentially on I think every day on Instagram, every single day, I am blocking counterfeit companies trying to sell me bags and catfish posts. And because my name's Jack, I get male and female. So, and you can always tell because 'cause they're privated, and then all the images on their profile will be, vacation, beach pictures, food pictures, dog pictures, like, personal, but nothing real. Nothing is, like, completely not a real person. But I can see how that could fool somebody. It fools a lot of people or they wouldn't be doing it. Um One guy said he'd only charge me $5 to help me out. Hey, somebody told me they'd do it for free. SEQ or SEO. SEO. Thank you, Linda P. Um, but my point is with this whole kind of rant Jackie's having is I don't do YouTube to be a successful person in the fact that if you measure success by numbers, which is what YouTube does, YouTube rewards you by numbers. If you have the numbers, it pushes your content, gives you more ad revenue, it does a lot of things because of numbers, right? But as a hobbyist, as a person that this is a creative outlet, as a person that this is for me to have fun and talk to my friends or just talk about my feelings or just talk about my life, in this format to my friends here in my lives. And my lives really are to talk and interact with the people who are right here, right now. Thank you. And the people who are just listening. Thank you. Um, so it's just really difficult for me because I see the frustration in a lot of content creators. And I'm watching a lot of people's content in my same kind of tier, which means I'm, in 1,000 plus, but under 2,000 subscribers. So I watch a lot of people in the same kind of box as me, and, some people get really and there's a trap. There's a YouTube trap, guys, and I mean, there's a if you do something well and successful, you keep getting rewarded for that, right? So then you keep doing that, but financially, there's a finite amount of unboxings people can do, and then if you're used to a channel with only unboxings, then your audience is gonna only want to watch that because that's all you've given them to watch. And so how do you diversify? How do you branch out? And then you're gonna lose some people. Then you're like, well, is it me? Is it my content? Do the people not like me? It's not you. It's just people come and go in your life. People come and go in your channel. People want to watch it. They don't want to watch it. Maybe they have time right now. They don't have time right now. But when you're rewarded for the numbers and the views and the watch hours and the likes, it's hard to separate that from from you. And then you have negative commentary, and I really don't have very much negative commentary. And even when they do, I can separate the commentary from me, because honestly, I already know all my faults. Most of them I've been told many, many times by many, many people. Um, that was the only thing stopping me from starting YouTube. Was was when in the beginning, it's because I'm overweight. I'm not the ideal. I'm Asian American. I have a speech impediment. I'm not super wealthy. I don't have the YouTube setup. I don't have um, the technology streaming stuff. I don't have all the things that make YouTube very successful. So, but I don't let that bother me because I love it. I like it. I like it here. I love being I like showing you what I like because I feel like that was what was missing with what I was watching on YouTube was that I wanted to see someone like me on YouTube and they weren't there. So I said, "Well, you know what? I'll do it." I don't have to talk about brands I don't know anything about. I could talk about things I like. But I love bags, all of them, guys. I like I like the $5 ones, I like the $20,000 ones. You're never gonna see me say, "Don't buy that crocodile handbag." I'm gonna say, "Buy that crocodile handbag." Thank you, Birkin Boy. Um, yeah, because 'cause I'm normal and I don't have a problem. I'm not trying to present myself as anything other than that, and I'm not super uber successful, and I'm a state worker. We were just talking today about our state. We had 3 people offer jobs at our sh at in my department, for a better word. They declined it because they could even though the offers were great, even though they applied for the job, they interviewed, they got the job, and they said, "I'm sorry, you're not offering any enough money for us to work here." And we can't live on this, so we're not taking the job. And that's hard, and as a state, and we're like, "Well, how can we keep" and we do get people leave because, people only work in the job force for 3 to 5 years before if you're lucky, before they go to the next job because the only way to benefit or to advance in your career really is to change positions, change industries, or not just industries, but change offices. It's not it's not ideal, and when you work for the state, some of our projects take years, like 3 years before a project's finished. People don't have the attention span for that. It's really rough, you know? Anyway, getting off my work rant because it's not about work. Um, that's the perfect reason, Jackie, you have to watch, Relatable People. Thank you. I feel that you're the same way, Riel. You don't need none of that. Zena, hey, Zena, it makes me so mad how people watch and then criticize and just attack. Oh, yeah. And it was something that Super Naked was talking about. He was saying that he's been doing this for 10 years. I'm not even a year in yet. I'm going to be soon a year, but not there. And he says that every January-esque, um, he tends to lose people from his platform that have been long-term supporters and friends, and there's YouTube lingo called the fallen. So people who are avid supporters, then they all of a sudden became your, like, hate watchers, and they become non-supporters, And I'm like, "Why would somebody do that?" And I was really thinking about that, and I think part of it is attention, not to I think at some point your platform gets so large, you can't interact the way you used to or the way you started to or the way you had been, that the people who were used to that initial interaction of constant interaction when you've done it for so long, they don't like the not to be seen and heard. Everybody wants to be seen and heard and listened to. Everybody. That is key number 1 to customer service. And that's the same thing with YouTube, the same thing with an audience, the same thing when commenting. If people have taken the time to comment, they have taken time to stop what they're doing and type out words for you, the creator. And I mean, if all you can do is give me a heart, at least that's a heart, But I try to respond to everybody who comments because they took time out to do it. And that's not something I take lightly because time is precious. People's time is valuable. Everybody's time is valuable. Everybody could be doing something else. And the fact that you took the time to watch my video, hang out with me, that's precious, guys. I can't ask for more. That is what I want. What I want is friendship and people to hang out with. And I live in a small town and I have no other bag friends. So um it's great to hang out with you guys and talk to you about stuff I love because and look, I mean, it's not just me. It's like you guys, because like, Boy, he's introduced me to brands I didn't know about. Like, I didn't know Reed Karkoff existed. I didn't, and now he's, like, one of my favorites. We were talking about Ralph Lauren. I've always liked Ralph Lauren, but I didn't really dive into it. Now I'm diving into it. Like, Ralph Lauren is becoming one of my favorite brands. Like, it is kicking Coach to the dang curb. That is how much I'm liking it. Hey, Dee Dee, um, I agree with that statement, Jackie. That's also why I respond to all my comments as well. Um Oh, yeah, and that's why my lives will never become, "Let me do a live and do a video," because I want to be able to talk to you. Um, Boy says, "I've noticed lately some of your YouTubers I've been following for over a decade, I'm not enjoying their content anymore. They've just becoming totally unrelatable, and they don't seem to appreciate." Yes, yes. I've actually had to unsubscribe to a few, um, and I can't even watch some of them because and I love them. I mean, I used to love them. Like, I'm part of that fallen community, guys, where I used to be, "Oh, I love this, watch them," and then all of a sudden they switched or they've changed something. Something's happened where I just can't relate, and if I can't relate, again, time is valuable. Everybody's time is valuable, and I don't think it's something where I'm gonna sit there and say, "Hey, why did you change this?" If they change it, they change it, and I give them a long time. I'm not a knee-jerk reaction person at all. I take a long time for me to really unsubscribe to somebody because I like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. But anyway, but I've also, because of my YouTube community and you guys, I've been more involved in Facebook groups and more involved in YouTube and Instagram, which I only ever joined because I wanted to talk to some of my YouTube creators. Yeah, but there's people. I mean, I'm new to YouTube. I haven't been following YouTube for years and years and years like many people, but I know people change and sometimes they lose the passion and the love, or they've talked about the same thing for 10 years and they really haven't changed their evolution and they're still doing the same things. Sometimes as a viewer, I get tired of that, and I'll go find something else. Like I had to stop watching Temu hauls. I mean, I have Temu hauls. I love watching. I just ordered 2 more orders off Temu, but for like a month, nothing because I had to because it was like I was watching as I've told everybody, I'm easily influenced. So I have to moderate myself and so I had to stop looking at Temu. I had to stop buying Temu. I had to stop watching Temu hauls. I only was watching Hey Everybody, you know Boy, same. Well, not a lot, but several. I stayed subscribed. I just can't bell notification off. Yeah, I tried to because I know YouTube penalizes you, but YouTube apparently has gone through a purge. They're 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 dumping their and this is just what I heard. I don't know for fact or anything, but they're dumping inactive accounts. Which I can believe because even my numbers have gone wonky and I'll have to go check like am I subscribed to that? Am I cuz did they unsubscribe because that's happened to me too. Like I'm not even I'm an active account. I'm on YouTube daily. And yeah, so I don't it's yeah, YouTube needs content creators. They need us to put something on their platform, right? Yet, I think that they're making it harder. I think they're making it harder for the content creators and people who have been here a long time. They see about how much harder it is, and they're bailing because there's market share essentially. There's other platforms. Boy, like I love to follow Jerusha since her first video and was talk, etc. Now it acts like um she's a celeb and no respect for her subs. Yeah, I can't watch Jerusha. She's a classic example, Jerusha Couture. Now, I was not a classic OG follower, but I had followed her and I had watched some of her earlier content, but her latest content, I can't treat people the way she treats people. Not even her subscribers, just her vlogs, you know. I don't know, maybe something's changed in her life. I don't know, but I don't enjoy her content. So again, my time is valuable too. And I don't want to sit here and try to help support somebody who doesn't really know who I am. And I'm guys, I've plenty of people who I support who don't watch my channel. They don't watch me. They don't watch my videos. I'm okay with that. I'm supporting them because I like them. You know, who is the most relatable that's been around forever is Minx for All. She's nice. I like her. I don't watch all her stuff. Actually see most of her I think it's her Instagram. Um, but yeah, I love Minnie. Um, DD, I've never watched her and some other huge account content creators. I stick to the small mediums, under 5K. I have quite a few that are like over like 200,000. I mean, I still like LV Lover CC. I still like Mel and Melbourne, and I know a lot of people have issues with specifically those two content creators, but because they do Mel and Melbourne does do the $40,000 YouTube haul, but I'm okay with that. That doesn't bother me. I don't know why people get really upset with that. If that's her, I'm actually very grateful she's willing to share that with me because people in that a level of purchasing, um, they don't need to be on YouTube. They're here because they want to be, you know? Now I do watch Meredith. Yeah, well, Meredith is pretty awesome. I haven't I don't know if I missed a video. I don't think I did. Did you watch her oh yes, Birkin Boy. I love LV Lover CC. Love her. Have you seen what was the name? My brain just went blank. I just watched her. Oh well, it'll come back to me. But I like oh yes, Meredith. Thank you. The denim drop. Meredith's denim drop. That's what I was gonna say. And somebody else, Living Lux Life in the Middle, Lisa, she showed her little clay. She bought the denim clay. Watching her Lisa's denim clay matched with the Damia Ebene clay, I don't actually like the denim clay, but watching Meredith's video on the denim collection, it actually looked pretty cool. I thought I'd have a lot more FOMO and regret, and because I really wanted the original denim collection way back in 20 years ago, and now today I still can't afford the denim collection, but looking at it, I was like, I don't feel like I need to buy it. Actually, what I really wanna buy is an epi leather Alma or an epi leather, you know, and I know epi leather is a treated leather that's stamped and treated, and it's not the most luxurious leather, I get that, but it's like, I like it, and I love denim. Y'all know I love denim, but I just can't it's not calling to me the way I thought it would, and that's shocking. Because there's a couple bags that LV has out right now that I would buy first before the denim, and I never thought that would be out of my words. You know, yes, I do like the carryall Birkin Boy. That carryall's really pretty. That carryall's beautiful. The one that Meredith got, oh my god, it's gorgeous. I would do that bag. That bag's beautiful. Don's Donut Birkin Boy does not have a channel, and I think he should. I keep telling him he should, but he's like, you know, it's his sanctum of treasures. He shares what he shares what he wants to share. Um, I do subscribe and watch many, not all shows, but oh, the other person I watch also that I like and don't like at the same time is actually, I think her name's Mel also. It's a Person on Fleek. Her drama with the Hermes was kind of off-putting, and I've never really been able to recover, to be honest. Um, what have I missed? Hey! Hey, Cammy. Hi, everybody. Oh, and Dee Dee, you've been doing a bunch of collabs. I watched your collab with PSA today. That was really or PSA's collab with the Kipling. That was cool. I'm private, believe it or not. Yes. Totally be private. Yes, I think it's awesome you share. Again, I'm happy you share as much as you do, and that's what I'm saying, like, with Mel and Melbourne and Cherish from LV Lover CC and all these people who have these huge giant channels and show thousands of dollars in their newest Birkin and even Cassie Thorpe's, you know, they're showing us things they don't have to. They literally don't have to. They do it because they want to. And I just enjoy seeing it because 'cause I've never like, uh, Layla Sophia, her channel, she showed us her mother's entire The Row collection. By the way, I don't know The Row. I've never been to The Row. I never heard of The Row before this year. Um, but watching her talk about The Row makes me want to love that brand. Watching Melissa Adams Wade, watching her talk about Bottega Bonita, I want to have a Bottega Veneta because she loves it. She loves the brand. Lila loves the row. She just loves it. You couldn't get somebody who loves something more. And her mother has a whole collection of it. And even she says, this is not necessarily my style. This is my mother's bag, but oh my gosh, I love this bag. And that's joy. That's joy. That's like, and it's stuff I didn't have a Fendi, never heard of. Oh, actually, I had heard of Fendi, but I didn't really care about Fendi. Like Hermes, I'd only ever heard of the silks. I never knew about the leathers really because the silks is what I was interested in. And like with the Fendi, I knew about the Fendi, but I didn't really have a love for Fendi. And then I watched Dale's Addiction, and now I love Fendi because she loves Fendi, and her love of Fendi is an infectious. It's infectious. It's like when you see somebody love something that much, it's kind of fun. It's just fun to watch that. Um, Beautiful sets. Dee Dee, I've answered this morning. Okay. So, and then like I gave one of for Christmas, my friend I met yesterday, we hadn't met in a long time. I gave her one of the bags I purchased from S Zones. And it's a black split leather tote. It's not fancy, but it's made really well and is made well enough that she can use it. She works as a storage manager for storage and that's a job where you really need a tote to sling around and you're dealing with people moving in and out, you're dealing with storage units and locks and drills and when you have to drill off locks, I mean it's a lot, right? It's not as simple as it sounds. She's dealing with the paperwork and the billing. So I gave her a tote that really to me wasn't that awesome because I wanted to give her a different tote. And she said, but I've been giving her bags for years. And she says, "I love this bag. Thank you so much." And what made it so perfect is that the color, the fact that she can use it without any guilt of destroying it, and the fact that because it's S-sewn, the straps are nylon enforced so that it won't stretch and can bear weight. And she's a person who needs a tote that can actually bear weight, not just a pretty bag, but a bag that can really hold paper. Um, Burger Boy says, "My CA texted me today asking if I still wanted the LV green mono leather Speedy 50. Oh my God, I want it." And I said I should. What should I do, Ban Island? Oh, Burger Boy, sir. Um, you c I'll be honest. I'll be so honest. Buy that bag, and then the agreement you made, just donate the whole thing yourself. Don't worry about their match funds. Buy the bag, do the donation. Um Hey, PSA, I loved your new video. I'm not a huge Kipling fan. I used to be, but I'm waiting for your next video about what the Kipling outlet versus non-outlet because I actually had a Kipling bag, a couple of them. My sister absconded with them because she liked them so much. John Stone, that's Cammy. Do you know what I just got? You're never full with the blue stripe and your initials. I got one in the size from eBay. I'm gonna send it to Yoda to paint something over the initials. Dawn, that's brilliant. Cammy's Closet Birkin, if you can afford it comfortably, yeah, get it. See, the thing with Birkin Boy is his Ban Island is a match funds thing to a charity. So it's a challenge. It's not that he can't do it, it's a challenge. So it's like, do you wanna have to tell the people who've challenged you, "Hey, my friends that I care and love, Ban Island worked for 20 days." I can, but I promise I won't buy anything until March. Well, you could just wait till March and buy it in March. You ask your CA, I mean, are they gonna sell out? I mean, they're still selling the Christmas animation right now. And let's be real, Birkin Boy. That Pharrell bag is pricey. Will you miss it if you don't get it? That's the only thing, because you can get it. And if there is a chance even in March, it'll still be there because it's not like these things are flying off the shelves. That price point's high. Um, Cam says, "Don's Donuts, that's awesome. I never thought of that till until Winnie showed me something similar. I would have looked at that first." Um, I love enablers. You're talking the bag friends, Birkin Boy, bag friends. We will never say don't buy the bag. We're gonna say buy the bag. We might tell you why are you buying the bag. If it's FOMO, you don't have to buy the bag. But if you love the bag and you really would miss the bag, then buy the bag. Um, yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's a confusing mess. Don's Donuts. just showed up last night, and I jumped on it, great condition for except excellent price, almost one-third buying it new. Now I'm gonna have to pay to have it painted. Is that Oh, it's fine, yeah. Cammie's Closet. You know something that Luxational did with one of her bags that have been customized? She put a giant tiger patch on it. It looks beautiful. I love that bag. I'd get that from Luxational in a heartbeat. I think it's cool. I like the customization. I like making it yours. People so this is the other thing I've been talking about is like people get cranky about, well, if you do that, it's not the original. If you do that, it's not the way it was. Well, the original was made for the masses, and I individualized it and customized it to my preferences, which means it's now unique. It's more valuable. But that's just my opinion, you know? Um, the s we say, "What are you waiting for?" Oh, yep. You know, Dee Dee, that there's a Kipling outlet right here up in San Marcos, right? Um, I've been in it a few times. I like their bags, and I told you my sister took my bag that I had. I had a couple bags from them, but now I don't carry that many bags. I'm actually I've been carrying that Rogue. Let me see, it's right behind me. This this poor beat up bag is getting so much love. Oh, Dee Dee, you didn't know that? Oh yeah, the Kipling has been at the San Marcos outlets forever. They've been there a long time. Yeah, danger, danger, danger. Um, this bag is it gets a lot of love, and I was showing my friends and my sisters about why it was breaking down and why the um edge coat, because they never tell you. They never tell you, right? Well, Dee Dee, I'm on Baden Island. I'm on Baden, well, for bags, which is really hard because there's a couple bags I really want to buy, but I'm having anxiety just trying to film my collection videos because of my amount of bags I have. I have no business buying anything, but, you know, so I was telling them, like, you can't store them this way, and this is how it was stored, and it didn't have anything, no structure in it, so it slouched. So when people first buy these bags, they come pretty stiff, and they're, pretty brand new, and there's nothing wrong with it. And then as they use it, because they're not storing it the right way, um, it breaks down, and then they get rid of it. Yes, it is, Burger Boy. I promise. I promise. It is yours first before anybody. It's so funny because my friend was like, "Oh, I love your Rogue," and I'm like, it's like it's spoken for. um, Cammy says, "I'm struggling with the whole LV denim collection. I want a new piece, but honestly, the prices are almost criminal. But all these prices are. I'm on the. I may go vintage. Haven't decided. I don't know. The vintage market has gone up for those denim bags, and the current denim, honestly, I like the carry-all. If you're gonna do something from the new line, I say go with the new design, the new bag design, the one that Meredith got, or like the on the go, because it's not a repeat. Like, don't get the pleaty. Don't get the, just get first of all, honestly, get what you want, get what you like. But for me, if you're gonna go with the new, I would just go with the new, you know? Um and Cammy, I don't think you should go pre-loved because those bags came out 20 years ago, and you are very particular about the quality and condition. I don't think you would find one that would make you happy. Let's be real honest. And honestly, you should probably go to the store to get even the new ones, because what Meredith said was that the stock photos, and not just Meredith, Living Lux in the middle with Lisa, she said that the denim pieces were stuffed so they looked that good, but in person, because they're a little formless, because it's just cotton, denim is just cotton, that it sags, and if you that bothers you, don't even try for those bags, you know? Um, yes, deliberately, um, tongue tie. Um, I don't know, so this whole made better debate, I'm having a hard time with it because, well, having lived my whole life, right now up to the ripe old age of 44, um, I think it's not that they're made better. I think they're made differently. And what do I mean by that? I think our standards have changed for what we accept for good quality. And I think the reason why we all love vintage Coach is because what we accepted as normal quality has now become exceptional quality. And that current Coach isn't doing what they used to do because the market has gone with this faster, speedier, shortcuts, new technology, new way to do paint, new way to do construction that they're like, well, we don't have to do it that way. We want to do it this way. And people who really liked it 20 years ago, the way they made it, are like, this new stuff is junk. But the people who are here now, who are in their 20s, they look at the old stuff and they say, man, that's my grandmother's bag or my mother's bag. I don't want that bag. You know, Jackie, do you have any good LV bags? Yes, I do. They're all vintage. Jeanette. Hi, Jeanette. The quality with the new ones looks amiss to me. Yeah, Birkin Boy. It's and I think it's because we just accepted that this is how manufacturing makes bags now. DD Bean, I agree, Cammy. You won't be happy with vintage LV denim, and you are rough. Um, yeah, Meredith gets hers revamped by LV, and it's expensive. And she was saying that some of them might not be able to because of the hardware. You get way more for your money, larger capacity in lining, inside pockets, etc. Dawn says, "Hey Jeanette, Linda P. I absolutely think vintage Coach is better quality. I do too, but I think better quality because that's what we accepted as regular, normal quality 20 years ago. I think 20 years forward, we accept less quality and call it quality. Does that make any sense? Like, I think we've just, if it's like the boiling frog thing. If you put a boiling frog in water, it slowly and it gets up to temperature, it won't realize it's boiling. I think that's what's happened with quality manufacturing is that we've let things slip for so long, little by little, that we come and look around today and we're like, why are we buying this crap? Because this is not made very well. Why am I buying this? Why you're buying it because of the brand, and that's kind of why I'm leaving Coach. Because as much as I love Coach, and I'm not knocking Coach, I love Coach. I just don't like what they're doing right now. So I'm buying vintage Coach. If a new Coach comes along and I'm willing to put up with the quality issues or the construction issues or the material issues or whatever issues it has, I'll buy one. But honestly, for my money, I'm going to Ralph Lauren. I'm going to Radley of London, which isn't American, which hurts my soul a little bit. But yay, support, support. It's all made in China anyway. Um, so I like Radley of London. I like Ralph Lauren. I really am very fond of um, Hermes right now. I don't own anything from Hermes. But I do like the Bolide bag. I like, again, easily influenced. I watch Jessie Styles. She puts out a video every day. She always has her Hermes behind her. It's hard not to like it. Yep. Um, Linda P says, yep, frog blowing, good analogy. Cami says, Birkin, the only one I would pay for is the little pochette with the top handle at 1800. I'm not paying 3K for cotton. Jeanette says, any that I can trade for ones of my Marc Jacob bags for. No, Jeanette. The LV bags I have are the last of my they're in my collection for good. I've actually reduced all the bags I'm going to out of my luxury collection. And the other bag collection I'm looking at is I love I'm looking at Ferragamo, Bally, um, what was the other brand? I was just Salvatore Ferragamo. I just wrote this to Birkin Boy today, actually. The brands I'm looking at that are really on my radar of things that I want to add to my collection. Let me just go back up and look at my text. Where did it? Where did I put that? Bally, Ferragamo, Vivienne Westwood, and Fendi. Those are kind of the bags I'm looking at. And I'm not looking at the Fendi. I'm not looking at the Fendography. I'm not looking at the Fendi on the go or on the by the way or whatever it's called. I'm not looking at the Mama Baguette. I'm not looking at any of the baguettes. I'm actually looking at Fendi from like 20 years ago. Fendi. Vintage Fendi, vintage Bally, vintage Ferragamo, and those are the ones I'm really looking at. Oh yeah, Bally is highly underrated. It's again another shoe company. Um, what color, Ricky, are you looking for? I am looking for honestly anything but black because black is so. I prefer color. But if I had a black one, I'd get a black. I like brown, I like blues, I like white even. Gray is fine. I saw a very beautiful, suede. Um, Black is just because I don't really carry black bags very often, and when I do, I like the bag to be a color in my wardrobe. And, yeah, but Bali is totally underrated. I even like Cole Haan, but I'm looking at vintage Cole Haan, not new Cole Haan, you know? I love mulberry. I have 2 mulberry Tom's Donuts, actually, maybe 3. I have 3. They're all vintage. They're all around $200, $300. Um, Bally, Jeanette, is, I believe, an Italian brand. They're mainly made for shoes, but they're if you find Bally, um, I find them a lot on eBay through the Japanese sellers. They tend to be a little understated, normally just a really nice smooth leather, no real branding to them, but very nice quality. Um, PSA, I've been eyeing a Cole Haan on sale, trying to be strong. PSA, your strength, you can do it. Even though I know you and I love Macy's. So I'm looking at yeah, I'm probably gonna end up with that Radley of London Lunar New Year bag if I can make I will make it. I will make it. I cannot look at my husband and say I failed. This no ban, at least until the cruise in April. I have to make it till April. That means we're only in month 1. I've already failed month 1 because I bought that bag. A bag came in after I already said I was gonna. The bid came in the day I said I was not gonna buy any more bags, and I had to pay for the bid because I won the bid. But technically, that's before Ban Island started. Okay, before. um, yeah, Bali is Italian. I think Salvatore Ferragamo is Spanish, but I think it's Spanish, but his stuff is made in Italy. Oh, I'm also looking at Bottega Veneta vintage. Again, not the new style, not the new stuff. I like the old stuff. I like old bags. I like rescuing things. I like reusing things. I like things that belong to somebody. I like things that have wear in them, a little bit of weight to them. Um, PSA says, I already placed my Macy's orders today. I want a Mulberry Alexa bag, Bathwater, or Alexa. I have both of those bags, Jeanette, but both of them are vintage. Case closet. I have too many Alexas. Um, Linda, you can do it, Jackie. Yeah, I can do it. I can do it. Oh, I have to do it. There is no you can do it. I have to do it. Like I come out here and I'm drowning in the space problem. Um, so wait for the sale mulberry. And check Farfetch. There's denim Ricky 33 is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love denim. Is it denim fabric or denim color? Leather. I'm assuming it's leather. I was actually looking at some vintage Gucci too in the denim because I like denim. I just like denim bags. I do. My husband hates denim. Um, oh, well, mine are big. Mine are the standard size, Jeanette. Everything fits in them. I mean, like everything. I don't have the minis. Cami has the minis. I think she has a couple videos on her channel with her mini mulberries. Um, Actually, oh my gosh, please send me that link. Oh my gosh, you're the best enabler friend ever, and also at the same time, I can't afford anything. Um, I love denim. It's so cool. I like denim as a fabric. I just think it's awesome as a fabric. It's a fabric that still is made as well as it was originally, even with the introduction of elastane. Um, oh, the Ricky, the Ralph Lauren lit Rickies are like 3 grand and up. You know, so yeah, they're expensive. Beetle Steps, yes, self Torre Ferragamo is Spanish, but yeah, their leathers made in Italy or Spain now in their they have a new secret town. That's so cool. I love that. Well, I get leather that looks like denim. Oh, I mean, not looks like denim, but the color of denim. You know, a lot of people do. They call it denim color, not but in leather. Or actually, Marc Jacobs has a denim finished look on a leather bag. It looks pretty cool. Thank you, Working Boy. Hey, Riel. I love your setup. It's comfortable. Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I feel like it's always a hot mess. I feel like my background's always a hot mess. Um, it's such a hardy material and it's great denim. Oh my god, years. Oh, by the way, Dee Dee Bean and I are meeting up next. Is it next weekend? I think it's next weekend. Yeah, if nothing's changed, we're meeting up next weekend. Um, it's only been like 3 months coming. We made it through the entire fall, and we couldn't meet up because of our schedules, and finally it says, "We must put this on paper." Like, um, oh, I haven't seen her Dooney Down bag today. Dang it. I told you I'm behind. Uh, it's hard, it's haven't made it in years, and it's around new prices. Ooh, wow. People, I mean, I don't know. For me, Ralph Lauren screams that casual elegance of just, like, living on the countryside, kind of like this really put together look, and you live at the golf course or something, or not even the golf course, but, like, the country club, equestrian and riding, and horses are expensive. All things around horses are expensive. Horses are temperamental. I mean, they're sweethearts, but how they have lived throughout time is beyond me because their diet, you feed them too much hay, they can get ill, they can get colic, it's like they're so finicky, you know? Um, God willing, yes, I meet up. We can drive closer to you because I know you have a car problem. We can drive all the way where we met the last time. I'm fine with that, Dee Dee. Jeanette says, "I have a Coachtopia, and a Michael Kors Emily bag, and a bucket bag from Coach bucket bag, and a Willow camera bag." Um, ooh, yes, do a meetup vlog. Oh, now see, we wanted to do that last time, but the place we were at was so loud, we couldn't film. And let's guys, y'all watch Dee Dee Bean's videos. Now, if you caught her last live, that's actually closer to really what Dee Dee's like in person. She we when she and I get together, we talk nonstop. There's no air for breath. It is hilarious. We are just like gabbing for days. Her videos show a nice sedate Dee Dee Bean. When we talk, we're animated and we're like I don't think it can be filmed. Let's be honest. Um Oh, so my car is still at the shop, and they haven't talked to me, but we have my mother-in-law's car that we're driving, and we have an ADA van, so we try not to drive the ADA van because if there's an emergency or something happens, we have to be able to get that his mother has to be able, we have to be able to get her where she needs to go, and we don't wanna endanger that car for anything, and then so we were driving her, Escape. It's okay. It works, it runs, it's just for me, it's not very comfortable for my back, the suspension really hurts, but it takes time for that to happen. We are actually thinking about, leasing a car. I talked to James about this. Now, leasing a car is probably the most expensive way to own a car, but with James's love of technology and the fact that we never have paid off any car we ever owned anyway, by the time we pay it off, we buy another one. Might as well just lease one, and if we have to drive it to work and back, then we won't have the, mileage issue because it's the mileage issue, right? So when we drive to San Antonio, we can always take his mom's car. When we drive to work and back, we just need to have something that's reliable that will start. And honestly, if our van can be fixed, we're fixing it. I'm not giving up on that van. We need it for our big dog. But when we do get the next car, I think we might just lease a car. Because they're so expensive. You know. Burger Boy, hey, I have to take meds. Thank you, Birkin Boy, for hanging out with us. Have a great night, and you have a beautiful view to look at. Um, I only leased. Cammy says I've only leased cars, never have to fix anything, and you get a new one every 3 years. Exactly. That's what, and we didn't want to do that because, well, we live in Texas. Mileage truly is an issue. Even with our work miles, it's an issue. So we have to be very careful with what we lease, but we might do it. I have shown beautiful says I've shown my vintage Coach collection to Lux today, and after was helping her spend more money in another bag. Oh my gosh, can't be always her. Okay, Luxational. What did Luxation? I want to know what she bought now. What did you buy, beautiful steps? You know, um, I love you too, Linda. Taking my note and praying for for you tonight. Yeah. I'm praying for all y'all. Mm. Just wasn't in my price range. What bag was it, Rael? You because you just went to TJ Maxx. Did you find anything? I have Whew. So anyway, yeah, I've just been talking and thinking about all of the videos I've been seeing because I've seen so many videos about what to buy, what not to buy, what you should buy, what you shouldn't buy. It's like buy what you want, buy what you like, buy buy what makes you happy. You know, if and for me, if it's good quality and I like it, I buy. I even have stuff that isn't good quality, and I'm like, why did I buy that? Because now I was looking through my bags, like, why did I buy that again? Because I don't like it now. I mean, I bought it, I liked it, but it doesn't wear well. Even the short time frame I've had it. Um, Rail, the consignment shop knows it's worth being denim and vintage. Yeah, these don't work for me. Leases don't work for me. I have to drive around like a taxi. Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. That's the whole thing with leasing is if you do mileage, it does not work. Oh, Dee Dee, the Darcy. Yes, I do have that Darcy. Oh, yes, the one I stole from you. I was a bad friend. But look, now we're twinning because you found one and I still haven't used it. It's still right there in my cabinet. I was just looking at that. Um, so it's like, you know, Kenny's Closet, Rael, I miss those taxi days. Now they both drive and I need Xanax to get through the night. Uh, yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true. I have anxiety when James does stuff without me just because the crazy drivers out there. I passed through TJ Maxx on my way from the pharmacy, nothing I liked. Yeah. That's the thing with TK Maxx, TJ Maxx, all of those stores is that you have to it's just like hit or miss. It's what day the thing dropped and who got it first and my sister is actually going through her collection of clothes and she's like, "Jackie, I'm a hoarder." I'm like, "Yes, I know you're a hoarder. It's okay." And she was like, "But she's like, "You hoard things like I hoard bags." She goes, "But I have so much." I'm like, "Jenny, there isn't a month that has gone by in your entire life that you have not purchased clothing." And she goes, "That's true. At some point, it has to leave the house. At some point, you have to reduce the hoard." Um, Jeanette, I traded something with Jackie and gave her a couple card holders. Yes, you did. Rael, Jackie, I wanted the consignment bag, and it was 65, and on the inside was in need of cleaning and skipped over it needed a cleaning. Oh, that's not that bad though. $65. But again, if you don't have to you can't buy everything. And if the inside didn't work for you, the inside didn't work for you. You know, TJ has was cleaned out of no bags. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. They're mainly January is the inventory. So all the stores by a certain date. Hey, Winnie BLV. Yes, we are live. You missed a few people, but we're here now. You're here now. Winnie's in the party. Winnie's in the house. Um, yeah, because I was supposed to work today, Winnie, and I figured why wait until 5:30 to go live when most people are probably at home like I am because of either one, the weather, or two, they're not working because it's a holiday if you're in the United States. Um, you know, so Beetle Steps had a few Kurt Geiger, but I don't like their bags. The Carvela for me are is a better quality and cheaper. I don't know Carvela. Um, I clocked in and forgot I was off because it's MLK Day. I spent the day bag shopping. Not a bad day. That's a good day. Um, I'm at the point. I actually here's I was telling my I think I was telling Burke and Boy this that I actually do better um shopping in person, not buying, than I do online. Because in person, I'll talk myself out of it. In person, I'll like, well, I don't need that. But online, I'll see a really good deal and I'll just buy it and I totally forget I bought it. I'm like, oops, I won the bid, you know. Um, Okay, Kurt Geiger's Underbrand, Carvel. I have to look that up because I like the look of the Kurt Geiger. I don't like the reality of the Kurt Geiger. the actual construction. To me, it's like and I'm not saying anything wrong. It's just like it's like Betsy Johnson. So Betsy Johnson is a novelty brand too. Betsy does more vegan leathers. I don't know if she does actually any animal leather at all. And Kurt Geiger does do real leather, but Kurt Geiger it has that same look and feel of a novelty, you know. And I really like I for that type of bag, I actually like Rebecca Minkoff better. I really want a 5K bag, and I can't figure out how to come up with the money. Oh, yeah, me too, Chris, and here's the thing, dollars to donuts, like, if I had the 5K, would I spend it on the bag? I don't know. Like, I really, really, really would like a Ricky bag from Ralph Lauren, but I don't wanna spend 3 grand, you know? I don't even wanna spend 1 grand, and it's absolutely worth the 1 grand or more. I just I'm not saying what it's worth, I'm saying what I could spend, right? Winnie says, "I keep shopping and shopping and not pulling the trigger on anything." Way to go, Winnie. You just bought a refrigerator and a fancy vacuum. You do not need another bag. Um, the next video is Kurt Geiger. Yay! Again, fun, pretty bags. But for me, they don't fit me. And you'd think they would because they're fun, pretty bags. But um yeah, that's the issue. If I had the 5K, would I spend it? Honestly, I'd probably buy another car or do some other things, you know? Um, would I pay off my credit cards? Yeah. Yeah, you would. Because the interest rate is gonna kill you. Jeanette says, "What were the quality of Coach about 5 years ago?" I think the quality of Coach was best 20 years ago, and it's good 10 years ago. 5 years ago, it's just okay. Um chats with Chris, but I really, really want the bag. I would give up on Hermes for this one Coach. It's a Coach? Oh, you talking about that alligator bag, aren't you? Mhm. I know what you're talking about. The end all of bags for me. But you say that, but the truth is, once you buy the bag, you'll be looking at another bag. There's always gonna be another bag because you think you love it, and I don't have a single bag in my collection that's everything to me at all times. I have that's why I have options, is because I what you think, "I'll carry that every day. It'll be the best bag I've ever owned." I never carry anything every day. Even when I was carrying bags, only one bag style for years, um, it still didn't fit everything, like, every occasion or every need, you know? I never want to see another Coach from the '90s. I'm so sorry, Winnie, that I traumatized you with that bag because I love that bag. Um, 455 after tax, no way that would be it. I tried saving money for a few months to save. I saved 150 and then all it took was my daughter needing something quickly and there was my 150. Please tell me how to save. It just doesn't happen. If you have children, it never happens. They're always going to need something and it's going to be unexpected. Or so something like braces or summer camp, or you're going to need tutoring classes for something, or they're gonna need something to go on a trip, and you're gonna pay for it because 'cause you're mom, and you want your kids to have those experiences. That's just the way it is. Um, the zipper on the front of the bag made me want to cry. It was so nice. Wow. That's true love, Chris. I spent a pic of the one I have from Carvela, a dupe-inspired, very expensive brand bag with chain strap. Okay. Just Chris, that's the zipper. That bag would be last bag I see, but would you I can't promise that. There is not a bag in this world that I can promise you if I got that bag, I'd never buy another bag. None. You know, yeah, always another bag. College tuition. Oh my gosh, Cammy, isn't that right? My sister's kids are 9 and 3, and she's already talking to me about planning how to do college tuition because now college tuition with students is not just students taking out loans, it's parent student loans. So, so as soon as your student goes into school, the parent starts paying on the loans. And then when the student is done with school, the student pays on the loans they took out, the half they had to pay. When I was going to college, it was just me as an individual. Um, now Cami and Eva got me looking at hand-painted Birkin bag. Oh, no. No, Winnie. No, Winnie. Winnie, no. Winnie. No. Winnie, that's Eva's fault, but I'm gonna try and make my own. Um, what is new, Winnie? Maria Louise loves. Hey, Maria, thank you for joining in. I'm so happy to see you. How is it up in Canada? I'm sure it's freezing. I'm in Texas, and it's pretty dang cold down here. Um, I have a cat count of a cat counts to oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my dogs cost us a fortune. Mr. Milo is very expensive, guys. Um, 5K diamonds, yes. Bag couldn't do it. I'm not even sure I want so here's the thing, Moose corn, I've always on to the next bag. Oh, yes, me too. There's always something new I want, or something different, or a new combination, or something I've never seen, or somebody invented and dreamed up a new bag I'd never known before. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing." When he says nothing is new, I'm definitely not buying it, but I like the hunt. The hunt. See, you and Birkin Boy, he loves hunting. He's found he is my biggest enabler, guys. Literally, he has sent me so many. If I could buy everything he knows my taste like inside and out, apparently, because he sends me a bag. I'm like, I want that. I mean, like, and he's actually looking at the prices I can afford. So it's not like he's sending me things I can't afford. I can't afford. And then I'm on Bed Island with him. I'm like, dude, stop it. This is only month one. We're torturing ourselves. Um, so nothing is new. I wanted an LV Kassan bag, but the 5400, why would I buy a basic LV bag when I could have a nicest bag Coach makes? That's true. I just like alligator, to be honest. I like exotic skins. I like reptiles on bags. I don't like them in person. Um, my Coco hospital vet bill last year was 30,000. Oh my gosh! But even the 4K, that's a lot of money going out. Um, PSA, that's too. You two shouldn't be friends. uh, I gotta take mine to the vet. My cat was very sick last year and cost us 2K. And oh yeah, my dog cost us 2K last year, and that was just for one visit. Um, he had well, both dogs were in that visit. And what did we have to do that cost so much money? It wasn't even surgery, guys. It was just like all the medications. Oh, it was specialty allergy shots. And because it's done by weight and you have a 110-pound dog, that one shot was $500, and we did it 2 months in a row. It didn't help him. Actually, what he's working with him, what he's using now, which helps him, is steroids. But he has kidney disease and not kidney. Yes, kidney disease. It is kidney. So steroids don't help that. But he's 9, and for a Great Dane, that's like ancient. Um, can't chat with Chris. I'm willing to downsize my apartment and move to the boondocks for this bag. But chats with Chris, can you use that bag in the boondocks and walk to your car safely? Safety first. We got a winter storm going on, says Winnie. Flurry's here, says Rael. Chat says my husband says, no way. Cammy says, thank you, Melissa. I just did a short video and viewers said she doesn't look well cared for. Your said your dog doesn't look well cared for? Oh my goodness, they don't, Cammy, then they don't watch your videos. They know nothing about you. If they say your dog is not well cared for, that dog is like runs your whole household. She is a family member and then some. Um, Jeanette says it's freezing cold. Melissa's Corner, Cammy, I'll have to find out who you have. Melissa, Maria Louise Loves Luxury says, I need to cool my purchases. I'm trying to save for a nice 40th this year, wanting to do something special. Oh, you should go on a trip, Maria. Do something fun. For my 40th, I bought a watch. It was $500, and that for me was a huge splurge. And now I'm selling that watch. But that is beside the point. Coach, oh yeah, it's a crocodile, Winnie. It's crocodile. It's beautiful. The one that Chat with Chris is talking about, it's a crocodile. It's absolutely gorgeous. Um, oh yeah, Winnie. I think you're right. That lady's just slamming you up the cam. I think they just don't watch people who say stuff like that aren't watching your videos. They're not. They're not watching your videos. If they know you and they've seen your videos, they know for fact nobody would ever say you're not taking care of your dogs. That dog is like your baby and a family member, and not just yours. Everybody in the family. Everybody knows to watch out for the puppy because that puppy is the baby. Yeah. Um, Weird comments is the truth. People just say stuff to say stuff. Um, oh, I remember how the vaccines worked when we had 3 huskies. Oh my gosh, beautiful steps, right? By weight. And huskies are beautiful dogs, high energy and they don't like being cooped up. They need things to do. Um, Thumb up the live, folks. Thank you. Oh, remember how? Oh, yeah. So I've been watching a lot of dog rescue videos. I don't know why it comes up on my feed, but I always watch them, and I'm just like, why do people dump dogs? It's just like it's and pregnant dogs and puppies and just like it's so sad. All my dogs are rescues, all of them. All of them have come from shelters or either I think they all have come from well, before these 2, which is a specialty shelter, they all came from, like, the Humane Society, but this one came from these 2 I have now, they're from a specialized, rescue that in a small town. My friend found it 'cause she lives in that town, and, we got them there. Their owner surrendered, but the more I think about it, the more I think when I feel the need to add another family member, AKA pet, um, I'll probably go to my local shelter. We get a lot of dogs in this area. I don't know why. Um, Cammy says I responded pretty appropriately. My husband was ready to hunt the Oh, yeah? Yeah, like, really, the thing is that that comment was a throwaway comment, Cammy. If they are your audience, truly your audience, they don't no one would ever say that. That's when you know they're just scrolling through and being trolls. Yeah. Oh, yeah, my little Watson, my pug, that's James's baby. We have a pug because James loves that pug. He took him 5 years to talk me into getting a pug, and now it's like, cause he's not very bright. He's not. We've always had really smart dogs, and then we had the pug, and the pug, he's not bright. He's just he's just adorably cute and sweet as can be, but smart is not what you call him, you know? He knows his name. That's good. We're happy with that. Um have you ever commented before something people just want to be mean? Yeah, people just wanna be mean. I really do believe that, because it's just, if they had m they're judging everything based on a clip or a video or just, like, a moment, and then they see something. Beautiful steps, they were running in my parents' farm or beach daily all the time. That's why I don't have one now. It's flat for a husky. It's huskies for a type cat. Yeah. Yeah, no. No huskies in apartments. I don't recognize the name. Yeah, then they're not somebody who watches you. Um, Only my one pet isn't a rescue, and that came from the house from a house that had too many cats. Nice. Oh, well, that's a rescue. You rescued that cat from a house. That's not what I'm talking about is I don't have a designer, breeded dog. I didn't go even though both of my dogs are pretty much well, the Great Dane actually is a purebred dog, but he was owner surrendered to the rescue. And so whoever bought Milo first did have to spend a lot of money for him because he was a purebred dog, you know? But after 6 years, they decided he was too much work and surrendered him to a rescue, and we took him on. 'Cause Great Danes as giant breeds, they don't live long, but they also have because he's a merle colored, the light colored with the spots, the merle, he, has recessive genes to get that colorway, so he has allergies. So, as he got older, he had more allergies, and his owners didn't wanna do the maintenance. That's why I'm telling you, my dog is, like, the most expensive thing in my house probably, because he has a lot of medication and medical expenses. And because he was a pre-existing issues, there's no insurance for a dog that comes with pre-existing issues. Um, Jackie, I just sent you an old pic of my Coach collection. Nice! That's that's still a rescue. Oh, yeah, totally. Um, yeah, one of my cats was a stray that a kitten that was abandoned. One of my other cats I got from a person who was moving, so I rescued it from their housing situation. Yeah, so what I'm saying is I didn't go to a breeder and spend $1,000 to find a dog. There's enough dogs out there. Now, I appreciate breeders because without breeders, I wouldn't have my dogs because that's how they keep those breeds going. But there's responsible and there's irresponsible, and it's the irresponsible breeding that makes me a little cranky. Okay, a lot cranky, let's be honest, really cranky. But anyway, So what is everybody looking forward to this week? We've made it to the middle of January 2024. Time flies, right? Beautiful Steps Luna is a pure Manx cat, but she was a rescue too, and the husky girl was rescue too, who I spend money with. Yeah, there's so many, and they're all purebred. I mean, everybody. I mean, circumstances change. People pass away. Their pets don't have homes. People. I mean, things happen. Like my friend who just got two Labradoodles. They had bred their first litter, and they did that on purpose. They wanted to continue the breed, and then on the second litter, the litter got the puppies got parvo, which is something it just happened, so they lost the whole litter, and they were heartbroken, so they said, "We can't do this again, we can't put our dog through this again, this is just painful." So they were taking their dog to get fixed, and they said, "Oh, she's expecting another litter, so this is her last litter, and then after that, they're gonna fix her so that there's no more," because it was very painful. It's stressful for dogs to um, go through that because they can have 1 baby or, like, 8 babies. You don't know what dogs. Um, Rael says that's the same way with my gray, although I can't even imagine the money that went into the training to run. Huh. Tammy, snowstorm tonight. Ugh, hope it's not bad. It's cleaning off my car in the morning. I just want to get well. I'm not asking for too much, I think. No, beautiful steps. I want you to get well too. There's a few people on my prayer list. You're there. Because of health and other reasons. But like you, Birkin boy, I have another friend who watches me. She's going through cancer right now. I have two friends going through cancer right now. It's just not the best time of year, guys. It's rough. And um so women go get screenings for breast cancer. It can be prevented if you catch it early. Not prevented, but well, yeah, prevented if you catch it early, you know. Ooh, Dawn, sorry about you had the candy cane. The pandemic. Mm, I want to be oh yeah, I'm tired of winter. Um, of our animals, our rescues 3 inside dogs. 3 inside dogs, 3 inside cats, 3 outside cats. January just sucks. Um, oh yeah. Yeah. Way to go, Melissa. January is rough. I'm just happy that I had today off just because of the weather, because at least we didn't have to risk going into the work. We were going to go to work, but we didn't have to. So when we woke up and the car was iced over, we're like, "We'll just stay home." You know? If our car was in the garage, we probably maybe would have gone, because it wouldn't have been iced over, but we have another car in the garage that needs to be, it's a junk car. It needs to be we need to get some paperwork for it so we can dispose of it. Um, oh, beautiful steps. Marie Louise Marie Louise loves luxury. More snow for us this week too. Otherwise, I started my master's last week, so this week for me is reading galore. Oh, I remember those days. I don't envy you. I did 55 hours of my master's program and got to the very last hour and never finished. Life got in the way, and I figured, you know what? I don't need the piece of paper. I already got the education, and the piece of paper does nothing for my career. I might regret this later, but I didn't care enough to go and do more. My dad had just died, so I was like, "I'm done. I'm over it. I'm not." I didn't finish my thesis. It was approved. All I had to do was deploy it and then finish it, but I didn't. So don't. I should have just done the comprehensive exam, and I would have had my master's degree. But oh well. Just had my mammogram a few weeks ago. Way to go, Dawn. Prayers and blessings to all having to go through cancer. Yeah, cancer is just you don't know who it's gonna hit, and everybody is, susceptible to it. I just had my follow-up, um, lung CAT scan for inflammation in my right lung, 38 years of smoking. You smoked for 38 years? How did I miss that? Wow. I mean, everybody used to. My dad did. Um, it was 1 degree in Dallas. Wow. Yeah, well, it's like 20 something degrees right now where I'm at. I'm in right below near-ish Austin. 4 years smoke free. Way to go, Cammy. That's awesome. Yeah, I can well, see, so here's the thing, my brother-in-law smoked, and then he gave up smoking. He kicked the habit when his wife was pregnant, and he stopped smoking when they had the baby. And then a few years ago, when vaping came back, he, started vaping, and then vaping became more dangerous than smoking, so he's now smoking again, So he was smoke-free for a good 15 years. Melissa says, "My husband just had cancer surgery, but that they got it." Yes, Melissa, way to go. Maria says, "Congrats, Cammy, on smoke free." Dee Dee says, "Burr, I was just feeding the outside cats. Don't worry, they have a shelter, big shed, blankets, boxes, styrofoam." You know what they say you should do with it when it gets if it gets really, really cold is actually use hay in their cat boxes. Um, my phone keeps blowing up at me. Um, Chess says, "I'm mostly smoke-free." Winnie says, "My bestie John quit years ago, but even now and again, he will still smoke a cigarette. If he gets stressed, I would be right back on them." Yeah. Yeah, there's no way if you're I can't even quit Diet Coke. I'm a Diet Coke addict. Um, I've been having to get rid of my Coach bags. Rael says, "Okay, what is up with my phone? Stop." Oh, that's my work phone. Huh. I wonder what's happening with my work phone now. Let me see. Did I miss a work phone call? I missed a work phone call. You know what, guys? I think I need to hang up on the Oh, Lynn, I'm so sorry. I'm probably gonna end the live. I just got a phone call from the office, and I need to check my phone, and I don't wanna really do that, on a live, so I'm gonna end the live, but the only reason work's calling me is probably to do with weather and issues for tomorrow. So yes, Melissa, Diet Coke. I can't kick it. I've tried. The longest I've gone is 1 year. I still can't, and then I went right back to it. Um, and what am I at the yep, yep. So many of my family smoked, some stopped, some didn't. They just can't live without it. It's really difficult to quit. Me too, Cammy, and it's 24 years now. Wow, that's way to go, Winnie. Great life, safe everyone. See you soon. Hey, bye everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really, really honestly appreciate it. Um, I love hanging out with you guys. Have a great vacation day, even though we're probably all spending it at home. Have a great day at home, right? So I have call my office and see what's up. And I had 2 phone calls I missed, and that's never a good call. That's never a good thing. So um, I will see you guys. And if I might not be going to work tomorrow, or I might be going to work tomorrow, I don't know. I need to figure it out. So um, Winnie, I hope to see you live tomorrow. Before you go, Winnie, you're going live tomorrow, right? I'm only trying to get a verbal confession because I want you to go live tomorrow. Hey, PSA. Don's Donuts, all my friends, thank you for hanging out with me. Um, yes, live with Ed at 7:30. Yes, everybody heard that. Winnie's going live tomorrow with Ed at 7:30 Eastern time. I think it's Eastern time. Yeah. Woohoo! We will hang out with Winnie tomorrow. I will be there, I promise. Bye, everybody. Okay, now I'm gonna end the live stream. Okay, bye guys. Eastern Standard Time. Winnie tomorrow, 7:30 in the evening.